So, guys, we got a crazy topic that we got to go over regarding Palworld. All right. Now, if you guys are not aware, Palworld is about to come out in 1.0 in a couple of days. All right. I believe it's actually on Friday or Saturday, one of those two. I think it's Friday. But regardless, Palworld 1.0 is about to come out. And it looks like all the journos are getting ready to run their smear articles, if you want to call it that. And honestly, this is really, like, in my opinion, a smear article. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you guys want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join me every single day, 9 p.m. over on the main channel, where you can catch me live every single day, 9 p.m. Eastern. I hope to see every single one of you there. Now back to the main video, because what you're about to see on screen right now is going to be so egregious, it's going to blow your freaking minds, okay? So I saw this post show up on my social media. And when I read this, I almost skipped it because I was like, it didn't seem like anything. But when I read it, I saw the first line and that made me keep reading. And it said, Game Rant is subtly smearing Pocket Pair and Palworld by editing in a sixth finger on their thumbnail to imply use of AI in their cinematic trailer, when the actual trailer very clearly has the appropriate number of fingers on the character. So I'm looking at this, I'm like, dude, there's no way. Right? There is no way that's real. And he provides a screenshot of the trailer showing that everything's normal. So I was like, bro, what is he talking about? Is this real? And then come to find out, he actually quote tweets Game Rant. He quote tweets Game Rant. So I was like, okay, how bad could it be? Brother, Game Rant. Palworld's 1.0 launch is making its Pokemon comparisons harder to ignore, with one massive milestone in a $30 price tag that changes the math entirely. Look at this egregious shit, bro. Are you serious right now, my guy? Are you serious right now? Bro, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bro. And they put a Pokeball in the hand, by the way. So, they're literally trying to push a message with that, where the original didn't have a Pokeball, obviously. But then this one is like, they AI'd the image, and they also put a Pokeball in there. So then when you're looking at this and you're reading this, you're like, wait a second, so they're shitting on Palworld? Because that's how this looks, right? Because they want you to click the article. So I'm going to click it for you, okay, so that I can show it to you. But guys, let me explain their strategy for some of you that might be new here, all right? Because there's a lot of new people in the chat, or if you're watching the videos. Guys, listen very carefully when I tell you this. If you see anything from Valnet, right? If you see any journalist outlet that is owned by Valnet, which is a lot of them, if you see any of them, bro, just hit them on ignore. Put them on ignore on X and save yourself the time. Here's the reason why. Because Valnet recently changed up their entire strategy, okay? Their entire strategy on how they pay their journalists. And I said on Saturday Night Hypnosis, our flagship show every Saturday, 8 p.m., I said on that show when this was announced that they were going to start doing this nonsense. They were going to start doing actual real rage bait. This stuff that they accuse YouTubers of doing, they were going to be doing it because this is how they're going to get paid. It's the only way they're going to get paid. Because they can't actually survive on their articles that nobody reads. So they now have to rage bait people into doing so. What do I mean? Well, listen. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Who owns Game Rant? Game Rant is owned by Valnet, a Canadian online media company, since 2019. Why is this important? Because Valnet has a new pay-per-session policy, right? The parent company of gaming tech sites like The Gamer, Polygon, Game Rant, and Collider has introduced a new pay-per-session payment model effective May 21st, 2026. Under this system, writers and editors are no longer guaranteed a base rate for each article. Instead, their pay is tied directly to how many unique user visits an article generates. So their pay went from we're going to pay you for writing the article to we're going to pay you for how many clicks it gets. So naturally, with that being switched, now you're going to have a situation where things like this exist. So I ended up going to the article, and what do you know? This is their Twitter post, AI image, 6 fingers to piss people off, Pokeball to piss people off, right? This is their Twitter post that they were hoping was going to go viral and ended up getting ratioed. It actually didn't go anywhere. This is their Twitter post. This is their article. This is their article where they actually fixed the fingers. They put the Pokeball, they kept the Pokeball in his hand or her hand, but they fixed the fingers and they have it at 5 fingers. So they purposely posted the one with 6 fingers on X in order to get you upset. So that way you click the article and come to find out that it actually isn't about that. And not only that, they were trying to make it seem like Palworld's in the wrong and shitting on Palworld on Twitter. But then when you go to their article, Palworld keeps winning the battle against Pokemon. And it isn't even in trying. Bro, what? So you go from shitting on Palworld to going on Palworld's side? Bro, it's so obvious what they're doing. It really is. I don't know. I don't know how much more I could explain it to you, bro. But this is their plan. This is what they started doing. Actually, to be fair, they've been doing this for a while. But now they're getting paid. They're incentivized to do it. So it's so funny to me that the people that claim everybody else are rage baiters are actually doing legitimate rage bait. And then they're going to be like, oh, but it works. So, gotcha, chuds. You got what? What do you got? $10 instead of $2? Like, what's going on here? So, in any case, all I'm saying is that, don't fall for this nonsense because it is out there in full force. You got these people that are running smear campaigns on Palworld because here's the truth, all right? The truth is that, I don't know if you guys saw the announcement, but Palworld officially surpassed 40 million copies sold. Did you guys know that Palworld sold more than any Pokemon game ever? 40 million copies sold. That's how many copies Palworld sold. This is the reason why Nintendo is so angry at Pocket Pair. This is the reason why. Because everything else compared to Pokemon is not even close. Even Digimon, not even close. Right? Digimon's been around for a long time. But see, Nintendo doesn't have a problem with you as long as you're not competition. But the problem is they were so asleep when it came to Pokemon. They were so asleep that somebody came by, stole their lunch, and now they're mad about it. They left their lunch out for somebody to take. Somebody took it, and now they're mad about it. That's really what this is about. It's about a bruised ego because this company just didn't think that anybody was going to be able to compete with them. So Palworld going into 1.0, which is the exact thing that Nintendo was trying to prevent, they couldn't prevent it. And now it's releasing in a couple of days. So again, guys, you're going to have these journalists that are going to be out here desperately trying to run, damage control for Pokemon and Nintendo. And bro, this shit is egregious, man. Seriously, like people are roasting them for it. Again, everybody's calling them out on it. Your artificial ineptitude is showing with that image. There was no need to ask Grok to add a finger. Palworld's going to be dunking on Nintendo for generations until Game Freak learns how to make good games again. What a shitty pose. Palworld will destroy Pokemon. Keep being mad. Why use Gen AI to add a finger to the character when clearly the trailer doesn't have 6 fingers on the character? You just make yourself look stupid. You guys really do suck. Lying again? Now, why do you want to feed the Pokemon pigs? Do you want to get sued from 3 angles? Low IQ AI slop game rant, you're shit tier. Are you seriously doing something like this? Reported and requested a community note. Who made the thumbnail? Why'd you use a fake image? Bro, everybody, literally everybody's calling them out. So again, guys, the best thing you could do is look up Valnet and see who operates under Valnet. Polygon, Game Rant, and the like. If they operate under Valnet, you could bet your ass that they're going to be rage baiting nonstop. You could bet your ass they're going to be. The best thing you could do is just mute them on Twitter because essentially this is all they're going to be doing now. This is literally all they're going to be doing. They're going to be hoping. This is why, like, you have all these articles from Polygon attacking Red Dead Redemption 2. We talked about that the other day. Out of the blue, you picked one of the #1 best-selling games in history, and you're like, hey, can we admit this game sucks now? And you throw out that article. Gee, I wonder why. And then what happened? That article ended up going viral. It got 7 or 8 million views, something like that. Right? So, again, this is what they're trying to do, and they're working their pay plan. Don't fall for it. That's all I'm saying. Don't fall for the nonsense. It's stupid. All right, let me unmute TTS. Guys, you know what? In the meantime, what we could do is I want to check out this video really quick. Can we check out this video? It's the Palworld 1.0 trailer that they dropped like a day ago.
Hi everyone.
Let's check this out.
Palworld was revealed to the world in 2021. And it's incredible to think that Palworld 1.0 is right around the corner. We have been blown away by all the support we've received over the last few years. And I'm really excited to announce that Palworld has now passed 40 million players worldwide. Now, I have a question for you. When did you last play Palworld? Last week? Last month? Last year? Perhaps you haven't played since the early access release back in January 2024. Well, a lot has changed since then. So today, I'm going to give you a crash course in all the major additions and changes to Palworld over the last 2 years.
Let's go. Guys, by the way, SNH is going to be playing Palworld 1.0 on Saturday. So make sure to join us for Saturday Night Hypnosis this Saturday at 8 p.m. After that, once the stream is over, we're going to be playing Palworld 1.0. Sheepsidian has like 4,000 hours in Palworld. I have 0 because I was waiting for 1.0. So make sure to join us to hang out. Check out that stream. It's going to be fun. We got like 6 people.
As a quick reminder, Palworld launched into early access on January 19, 2024. The game launched with the main archipelago, 137 pals, and a level cap of 50. Palworld's first update, version 0.2, aptly called Raids, introduced the raid mechanic to Palworld. Players could summon powerful raid boss pals at a summoning altar in their base, and the first 2 introduced were the Bella Noir twins. This update also brought some quality of life, like training manuals and power fruits, to give players more freedom over how they level their pals.
Nice.
Summer 2024, we had Sakuradajima, a major update which added the first new zone to Palpagos, Sakuradajima Island, as well as 24 new pals. On Sakuradajima, players met a new faction, the Moonflower Clan, and the first new tower boss, Saya. This update also introduced hard mode for towers, giving players an extra challenge. A new raid boss, new resources, and a new style of building material were also introduced. Sakuradajima also added the arena to Palworld, allowing players to face off against their friends.
That's cool.
The first faction stronghold, the Oil Rig, also appeared in the ocean to the east of Palpagos.
Dude, honestly, I'm really fucking excited for this, bro. I've been watching all the updates for Palworld, and I was so tempted to play so many times, but I told myself, like, nope, don't do it, don't play, because I just wanted to wait. I wanted to wait till the game's officially released, and then we can play. But there was times where I was like, bro, I want to play this shit so bad, man.
At the end of 2024, we had the massive Faybreak update, bringing 24 new pals and a new large landmass, Faybreak Island, along with a new faction, the Faybreak Warriors. Led by their tower boss, Bjorn, players faced a whole new set of challenges on this island. This faction set up anti-air turrets all around the island, forcing players to take a different approach than usual. This update also brought a whole host of new mechanics to the game, such as PAL expeditions, a research tree, and rainbow passive for PALs. Hardcore mode and randomizer mode were also added to give players a new way to play the game. A new raid boss, new stronghold, and many new resources and weapons also arrived with this update. Some much needed quality of life in the form of work technique books to raise PAL work suitability of your favorite PALs were also added. March 2025 was version 0.5, the crossplay update.
Bro, man is running around with a fucking chain gun, bro. This is crazy. What's going on here?
Crossplay was added to Palworld across PC, PS5, and Xbox consoles. A global PAL box was also added, allowing players to move their PALs between saves. Dimensional storage, transmog, photo mode, and more were also added in this update. June 2025 was Tides of Terraria, Palworld's first major collaboration with another game. Over 20 new pals, and a new zone, the Terraria Island, were added. A new raid boss, Terraria's Moonlord, as well as several iconic Terraria mobs made their way into Palworld. Fishing, salvaging, and an expanded mission system. A new pal trust mechanic, rewarding players for sticking with their favorite pals. A chain of missions for Zoe was also added, allowing players to recruit Zoe as a companion NPC. Enemy faction bases popped up all over the world, and the arena got an upgrade with the Arena Challenge mode. That brings us up to Winter 2025, Palworld Home Sweet Home. This update introduced Palworld's second collab, Ultra Kill, as well as improvements to the building system, new building pieces, painting, and more. Improved melee.
Bro, how much is there to do in this game, bro? This is insane. You're excited to jump back in, bro? There's so much to do in this fucking game, bro. Seriously. The mods are going to be crazy. Hey, wait. What kind of mods you putting in there? Hold on. What kind of mods you put in there? Wait, what are you talking about? What do you mean by that? The mods are going to be crazy. What do you mean by that? Hey, why are you making that face? Hey, why? No, not you too. No. Stop making that face, bro. Come on, bro. You gooning in this game too? You can't just leave it be. Setsuda! Stop! What are you guys doing? Akuma! Bro. Nah, man. You guys, nah. You guys need Jesus. That's what it is. You need Jesus, bro.
And a new raid boss and the raid arena.
What's going on?
Finally, no more raid bosses smashing up your base. This update also introduced the Steam Workshop, allowing players on Steam to easily download and use mods in the game. By this point, the level cap in Palworld had reached 65, and there were now 215 pals in the game. There is so much more I could talk about, but it would simply take up too much time. Over the last 2 years, Palworld has grown alongside its players, and we're so incredibly grateful to you for all the feedback you've given us up to now. Palworld 1.0 will be our biggest update ever.
I can't wait.
And it will bring not only many new pals, weapons and items, but new areas to explore, complete overhaul of many mechanics, and of course, a few surprises. We can't wait to see you and your pals when Palworld 1.0 releases on July 10th. Until then, as always, thank you very much for your continued support.
Boys, are we playing this Saturday? Are you gonna watch us play this Saturday, bro? I'm so excited, man. The idea is to keep it SNH for right now. We're gonna keep it SNH for right now, and then like if we have room later down the line, we're gonna open it up to viewers, like to members and stuff. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait, man. It's gonna be a good time, bro. I'm super excited. I've been waiting. I hope I'm not disappointed by the game. You know what I mean? Because I haven't never played it, but you know, just looking at the gameplay, it definitely seems like something that I was gonna play for a long time. So I am excited. I am excited. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, boys. All right. Well, that's basically it, man, for the Palworld stuff. Just, you know, the smear against Palworld is gonna be pretty extreme.